When did you get a DUI?
Back in February 2016. It was February 21st, the day before my birthday.
And your sister gave you a credit card in order to put you had to pay legal fees?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And when she gave you the credit card, did it have a zero balance? Well, she has the records. So when you had this conversation with her about your need to hire a lawyer and to get this case going, and she gave you the credit card, did she tell you it had a zero balance?
That's what she told me, yes.
And you took it? The
As
credit
a gift.
card?
As a gift.
Just a second. Just answer my questions. You took it, correct?
Yep, I sure did.
So I assume you believed her when she said it had a zero balance.
I did.
Well, if someone is making you a gift, why would that be an important thing for her to tell you that it had a zero balance? If she was making you a gift of this credit card, what difference does it make if it had a zero balance or if she already had $10,000 on it? Can you think of a reason she might say, no, it has a zero balance, so whatever you put on the card is going to be your responsibility when you get a job?
Well, as my sister, I assumed I could trust her.
You assume you could trust her.
I assumed
That's what
so.
she assumed. She assumed she could trust you. And at the time, your sister and your mother were living with you.
Yes.
Then you had an argument. And the argument was about a car that your sister had borrowed that belonged to you?
Yes.
That she damaged.
Correct.
When was that?
This was late July of 2016.
How did you damage the car?
I was putting gas into it, and I drove it back to the house, and next thing I know it, she's blaming me for damages, and I did not wreck the car at all.
You were putting gas in it for whom?
Because I borrowed the car from her.
Where did you take it?
I believe I went to Kroger's to cash my check,
And
stopped at the gas station to put gas back into the car, and I went straight home.
what happened with the car? She wouldn't know the truth if it came up and slapped her in the face.
I let her borrow the car to make some errands. She went to the gas station up the street from her house to put gas in for what she used. She was watching my backup camera that I have on my dashboard, and she wasn't watching the front end of the car, and she hit either a rail or a pole by the gas station that protects the gas pumps.
And there was a scratch on the car or something.
It was dented, the whole side of it, the fender.
Now, when she came home from putting gas in the car, what did she say to you?
She didn't say anything at first. She walked in with a paint kit that she purchased from Walmart to try to patch up.
Oh, so she went to try to fix the car.
Yes.
And try to match the paint.
Correct.
At Walmart.
Yes.
You remember that?
I did not.
Too much booze.
A little bit too much.
When she walked in, I asked her what this was. I texted her first and said, "Where are you? Been gone for a while." She says, "I have a surprise for you." That was my surprise. Was my car.
Case number 116. Plaintiff, Danielle Harris, former tenant. Defendant, Lawrence Larry Gable, landlord. Claim $1,800 for the return of the full security deposit, reimbursement for pest control, and compensation for ruined furniture. Judge Judy's judgment, $1,500 for the plaintiff. You can't rent out a hovel and then blame the tenant for the conditions you created. Judge Judy is on the bench. Bailiff Bird is present. The plaintiff, a young woman, looks determined. The defendant, a man in a slightly too tight suit, looks smug. Judge Judy, case number 116. Miss Harris, you're the plaintiff. What's your story? Danielle Harris, plaintiff, Your Honor, I rented an apartment from Mr. Gable for 1 year. From the day I moved in, there was a roach infestation. I reported it immediately and repeatedly. He did nothing. After 6 months, I couldn't take it anymore. I paid for a professional exterminator myself, costing $300. The problem was so bad that roaches got into my upholstered kitchen chairs and my couch, ruining them. When I moved out, Mr. Gable kept my entire $1,500 security deposit, claiming I left the place filthy and caused the infestation. Judge Judy, to defendant, Mr. Gable. Roaches? Lawrence Gable, defendant, Your Honor, that apartment was spotless when she moved in. She brought the roaches with her. She's a messy person. I have pictures from the move-out inspection. Pizza boxes, spilled soda, crumbs everywhere. She attracted the pests. The security deposit was used to cover the deep cleaning and fumigation she made necessary. Danielle, those pictures are from after I had already moved my stuff out and was cleaning. He's twisting it. The infestation was there before me. I have a text message from the previous tenant warning me about it. Judge Judy, is that so? Let's see it. Bailiff. Danielle hands her phone to the bailiff. Judge Judy reads it. Judge Judy, reading, Hey, just a heads up, the place has a bit of a roach problem. Larry won't do anything about it. Good luck. This was sent to you 2 weeks before you moved in. Lawrence, that's hearsay. She could have made that up with a friend. Judge Judy, it was sent from a number you yourself identified as the previous tenant's when you provided the reference. Don't insult my intelligence. Miss Harris, you said you paid for an exterminator. Receipt? Danielle, yes, Your Honor. Produces a receipt, A1 Pest Control, $300. I texted Mr. Gable the receipt and said, I had to take care of this since you wouldn't. I will be deducting this from my next rent. He replied, do what you have to do. The receipt and text are entered as evidence. Lawrence, I never agreed to that. She can't just decide to withhold rent. Judge Judy, she didn't withhold rent. She paid for a necessary repair that was your responsibility as the landlord and informed you. That is often permissible. Now, what about the furniture? Proof it was ruined? Danielle, I have photos of the chairs and couch with visible roach eggs and filth deep in the fabric. The exterminator said they were unsalvageable. I had to throw them out. They were worth at least $1,000. Judge Judy, I'm not giving you $1,000 for your used furniture. That's excessive. However, the loss has some value. Mr. Gable, if the apartment was so clean when she moved in, how do you explain the text from the previous tenant? Lawrence, she must have been just as messy. It's a coincidence. Judge Judy, a coincidence? 2 separate tenants, both messy, both causing the same roach problem? I don't think so. The preponderance of the evidence lies with the plaintiff. You rented her an apartment with a known pest problem, failed to address it, and then punished her for it. Judge Judy's ruling. Here's the judgment. The security deposit was $1,500. You wrongfully withheld it. The plaintiff is entitled to its full return. She is also entitled to the $300 she spent on the exterminator, as that was a cost you are obligated to cover. Regarding the furniture, while I don't believe it was worth $1,000, the loss was a direct result of the uninhabitable condition you allowed to persist. I am awarding her an additional $200 for that loss. Therefore, total judgment for the plaintiff, $2,000. Mr. Gable, you are a slumlord. You take advantage of people. It stops today. If I hear you're back in my courtroom for something like this again, it will not go well for you. Case closed.